Hey everyone, if you have a contact form on your B2B website, this video is for you. I'll show you how to book more meetings with a very simple automation. So let's do this. Let's say, like all or almost all B2B companies, you have a contact form on your website. And for this example, I'll use, let's say you are a marketing agency doing services for e-commerce brands. And so a brand would come here, they would put all their details. And what happens a lot of times is it takes time to answer them. You don't see it directly, or someone from your team doesn't see directly. And there's a lot of back and forth with this. So we want to automate it, but not sound like a bot is answering to the messages. So what I have here is an automation example that you can use, and I'll have a link so that you can just upload it into Make, which is what we'll be using for the automation. You upload it and it will be plug and play, you can use it. So I'll have this contact form. Let's say they just need to put their name, email, and their website, which is very important, this part. You'll see why. So let's say I am the brand and I'm putting here my details, and then the website I'm going to use Sporty and Rich. And what I want to happen is as soon as they click, after a minute or two, they receive a message from someone saying, hey, thanks for reaching out. I just took a look at your website. I really like whatever, like the SR Running Club crew neck. And I noticed a couple of things. Do you want to have a call later today or tomorrow? Something like that. And so it's personalized and it sounds human, even though it's all automated. So what we want to happen, or how do we make this happen, is this way. So you would use whatever tool you use for that form that you have on the website. So in my case, I'm using Tally as an example, but you can do this with Typeform or any other form. If you're logging into Make for the first time, you will see this like this. So you have to just click on it, select Tally, or look for Typeform or whatever other form you may use. Like you see, they have a bunch of forms that you can use. You just click on it, add it, and you look for the watch new responses. So in this case, I would look for watch new responses, and then I need to add a webhook and select what is the form that I want to use, like the form ID. So once you have that, and here I have the form ID for the contact us form, this would trigger, and immediately we would pass to this step, which is basically we do a request to check all the data or all the text that is inside this URL. So the URL that they inputs on the form. And we pass that URL here. So let me show you how you do it. You run this module only when you are testing it, and then you click here on the submit button, and you will see that it immediately triggers the form submission. And so you would see that the fields name, email, and website were populated. And when you go build these out, you can go here, and on the URL, you just click websites, and it will pass the website URL that they put. This method has to be get, then you just put this raw and JSON. Sorry, and you will receive, well, let me show you what you will receive so that you have an idea. You will see that you will have an HTML of that page. So this takes some seconds to happen, and then the data from it is this whole HTML thing from their website. We want this to be a bit more readable, so we pass here a text parser, which grabs the HTML and just puts it into text, so simple text form, and then we grab that text, and what we do is we pass it to ChatGPT. You can also use Claude. Both work well for this specific scenario, so it really is, if you only have one of them, go with that one. And we just pass a quick prompt to get a random product from their homepage. So I set up the messages as the system message first is you're an e-commerce store analyzer, and here's your task. So from a chunk of text on the homepage of an e-commerce store, we give them the context. Grab one of the product names at random and output that product name only. It has to be the name of the specific product, not product type or category, and do not mention the color or style. So for example, it's New York Health Crest knitted sweater, not anything else. And then we want to format it all in lowercase just to sound a bit more human, otherwise it would add some stuff. Then we add the user message where we say, here is the store homepage text. And then instead of just putting the text, since it will be a very big text with a lot of paragraphs, because yeah, it will have a lot of paragraphs. I'll do it in a bit and you'll check how it actually works. But it has a lot of paragraphs and new lines, so we want to replace those new lines with dots. You can also replace them with spaces, but the dots will just dot space, doesn't matter, it will just make the message shorter. And we want to make the message shorter because we don't want to use a lot of tokens from the AI model itself. Then we have this module here that will wait for 2 minutes so that they don't receive immediately the personalized answer as soon as they submit the form. And after 2 minutes, it sends them an email to the email address that they put on the form with the subject, something like just so you reached out. And then we say, hi, name, thanks for reaching out. I was just taking a look at the website and really liked and we put the results from ChatGPT. In this case, you can see here that I have this part. This was with color of whatever the result was. So I didn't want color. That's why you saw me on the previous step adding that I don't want any color or type. And then just I noticed some things can be improved. You have time for a quick chat. Well, you put whatever message you want to send here, but this would trigger automatically. So let me, instead of having an email and instead of waiting for 2 minutes, let me grab these two and unlink them. And let's here a variable one. So just for you to see the output of this, I'm going to call this output, and we are going to put, let's copy this text, all this text, and put it here on the variable value, and yeah, should be good. So if I click run once, this will be waiting for new responses. So let's submit that form again. Let me copy this, go to name, put name. This doesn't matter for now. And then the websites. As you can see, we're still waiting. And if you're hearing some sounds, it's my dog in the background. He's fighting with a plushie toy. So don't mind that. I'm going to click submit. And then this will trigger. So it's going to wait for the answer. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer. Let's see. When will it happen? Well, if it takes too long, we're going to stop it. All right, let's stop it and do it again. Let's run it once. Reload this, paste here the website's name, and then brand.com. Didn't trigger anything, so let's submit it. And it will not submit. All right, let me reload everything. Sometimes this happens with Make. Let's reload it. Okay. Yeah, see, it didn't save that part that I was doing. That's why, or I didn't even click save. Maybe that's what happened. So let me just do that part again for you to see. Let's set a variable to get whatever we want out of the output and click OK. See, my assistant is here ready for the video. Hi, say hi. He will help me make this work. Now that he's here, this will work. So now that I added these outputs, let me save it and click run once. Let's see now that if I click on name at brand.com and the website, not this, but the website again. Once we submit, should work now exactly. So I just didn't save and sometimes make those things. But as you can see, it passes through the website, grabs the information, puts it into text. So you can see here we grabbed all the text that's in the web page instead of being in HTML formats. And then we pass it through ChatGPT. So you can see the output was just New York Health Crest knitted sweater. And the outputs of the email would be hi name, as you can see. Thanks for reaching out. I was just taking a look at the website, really like the NY Health Crest knitted sweater. Noticed some things, blah, blah, blah. So you can see that these would be the outputs or the email that they would get. And it sounds super personalized and it looks like a human wrote it, right? And this would immediately prompt them to send you some times that they have to book a call. So this is how you can book more meetings with the contact form on your website just by using a little simple automation and a bit of AI. So I hope you enjoyed it and I hope you can implement this into your own business. And if you did enjoy it, please leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel because I am doing one video every day for the month of January all around how to improve business operations using AI, automation, and data. So thank you very much for watching and see you tomorrow.